1 hour ago, long feel very perfect by and other she surround others. Other she surround others for the same thing. Don't stress. Mother, shall I from last time? Watch a video saying where if anything happened to you, Naira Marley at money and team. Listen, over by one hour with that's no feel bad, but me feel bad is just this. Me, but take my money if I explain for you. Feel any play over by mobile. No, but that's like 1 hour ago, no feel the bed to tell money. To back by and then say, Kilo Obama so, but to the video where they go now, money by one day. The back no buy share, the back by any batch, the back by any bay and same to tell more. Takilo Obama, my son. Conversation to your new telling. I'm just looking after you. I need to look after you. I told you already. You shouldn't be stressed. Be free. Do what you want to do and say what you want to say. Say it. If you say, "Oh my Lord, that the mighty white jaw," can you say it? Be free. You wouldn't feel like. I know you said you feel like nobody likes you, Abi. But if you can't feel like, if you feel like nobody likes you, it's not a reason for you to kill yourself. Do you get? Because they're not showing it that they don't like you. Because they don't who are there, but don't like it here. You won't feel bad, trust it. It's something in the back of your mind that you erase. Yeah, I'm trying to erase it. I'm trying to be blessed. I'm trying to share but you're locking yourself, man. This was is showing interview. I mean, phone conversation. Umwati Mubad. So ti yeyin ló ń show wa. Mo fẹ́ kẹ́ tu wò lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí ẹjọ́. Oh God! But after the adverts, okay. Conversation between himself. But 1 hour ago, long feel very 1 hour ago, long feel very perfect by and other she surround others. Other she surround others for the same thing. Don't stress. Mother, shall I from last time? Watch a video saying where if anything happened to you, Naira Marley at money and team. Listen, over by one hour with feel bad by me. That's me feel bad, but me feel bad is just this. Me, but take my money if I explain for you. Feel any play over by mobile. No, but that's like 1 hour ago, no feel the bed to tell money. To back by and then say, Kilo Obama so, but to the video where they go now, money over by one pay. To back no buy share, to back by any batch, to back by any pay and same to tell more. Takilo Obama, my son. I'm just looking after you. I need to look after you. I told you already. You shouldn't be stressed. Be free. Do what you want to do and say what you want to say. Say it. If you say, "Oh my Lord, that the mighty white jaw," can you say it? Be free. You wouldn't feel like. I know you said you feel like nobody likes you, Abi. But if you can't feel like, if you feel like nobody likes you, it's not a reason for you to kill yourself. Do you get? Because they're not showing it that they don't like you. Because they don't who are there, but don't like it here. You won't feel bad, trust it. It's something in the back of your mind that you erase. Yeah, I'm trying to erase it. I'm trying. I do like. I'm trying to share but you're locking yourself, man. So he's showing us some of the conversation, but he's not showing us his face. If you have an hour this week, sorry, this is the live interview. I think they had it while you get it. Live.
On September 12, 2023, a young star was plucked out of the Nigerian sky. By name, Hilary EM West Africa.
Okay, that was the interview.
Good evening and thank you for joining us.
Okay, this is
over
the interview.
The last 2 weeks, there's been a lot of speculation, accusation, allegations around the death of a young Nigerian rapper.
That's in life then.
Oladimeji Aloba. His death has captivated the world. His face has been splashed on the mega screen at New York's Times Square. And virtually every major international media, CNN, BBC, the New York Times, Washington Post, NME has written about him. And the world has been captivated. what happened to this young man? How did he die? What were the circumstances leading to his death? Now, there's been a lot of speculations, accusations about his death, and they all seem to center around a young man by the name of Aziz Adeshina Fashola. And facts seem to have just mixed in with conjecture. And today, I want Nigerians and the whole world to know the truth. And that's why we're interviewing the man known as Naira Marley, Aziz Adeshina Fashola. Welcome, and thank you for joining us.
YouTube.
Thank you for having me.
Now, without further ado, because I'm not going to beat around the bush, Nigerians want to know the truth, and so we're going to go straight and directly to the point. With all the speculations, accusations, and allegations surrounding the death of Ilere Oluwa Oladimeji Aloba, people have said, and it's been reported, that you had a hand in his death. Now, I'm asking you directly, whether indirectly or directly, did you have any hand in the circumstances that led to the death of the young man known as Mohbad?
No. Definitely no.
Do you want to elaborate?
You don't want to elaborate? I've been out of Nigeria from the 31st of August. I've been with my family up till date. I haven't been to Nigeria, that's one. Two, he's left Malian music since, I don't know the particular day, but since 2022. He's left Malian music since. We have not stopped him from dropping music or anything. He's been working with one PR or something like that ever since. So when I heard about his death, it was shocking to me. I was out of the country as well. So I have to find out what's wrong with him, just as much as everybody's trying to find out. So I'm just finding out what's wrong with him online. I'm seeing all the lies too, but we have to kind of focus on the facts, like who was he with, how did he die? If you say, if you're blaming me, how did I kill him? I have nothing to do with his death whatsoever. I was so hurt when I heard myself. Nothing whatsoever to do with his death.
I mean, if you look at the laws of physics, if you are away, you're currently in Europe. I mean, if you are some 5,000 miles away from Nigeria, it's hard to see how you could be directly responsible for his death. That's why I said directly or
indirectly.
Here's Amy with the flow.
We know that is not us. But you bullied him.
Just drizzling. Size down. Over to Kate. It's like day 2 of my period out here. Up that absorbency, Kate. Much better. Find your flow. Tampax combo.
Tile like you mean it. Tiles from $9.95. Victorian plumbing.
You know, he's been making music since then. And the music that he's been making, you know, the copyrights and all of that, they belong to him, not to you, correct?
What?
So the only times that you guys had together was between the time you signed him, which was what year?
2019, my hottest year. I signed him my hottest year, 2019, December.
Okay. December, so 2019 to 2022, you signed him, you recorded him, and then after that, he left. So you are not making money from his new music. Those accusations are not true, correct?
I'm not making money from his new music that is dropping as Malian music. No, we not stopping his growth. We're not stopping him from dropping music. When he left, he was gone from Malian music.
Okay, you see, we live in, would I say, a time when a lot of our people, especially in Nigeria, can be, would I say, they can easily believe stories, because we've heard people who have said that our former president, immediate past president, General Muhammadu Buhari, he died and was replaced by a clone named Jibril from Sudan. And so, you know, it's very easy for people to believe all of these things. So now we know, by the laws of physics, you weren't even in Nigeria. And
there's a lie, everything. There's a reason why there's a reason why a lot of people probably trying to blame me for the wrong reason. I don't know why. Everybody can see it's a lie. Like, like something happened to him on the day he was out. Why there people are trying to cover up some things? Like I said,
Aziz, you cannot say that everybody knows it's a lie. A lot of people are blaming you. In case you don't know, you've lost hundreds of thousands of followers on Instagram. So we need to clear the air. We need to clear the air with the truth.
That's true. The losing followers is not like anything to me right now. Like, Mobile is late. It's not here anymore. That's a lot. That's more than... I would rather lose all my followers than have them here. Understand? Yeah. My followers is not... That's a very small thing in this situation. It's very, very small. But the here is really, really important. And I believe the Nigerian police are doing their job. I mean, the government agency, they're doing their job, and the truth is going to come out.
One thing has already come out. When you say the truth is going to come out, I mean, we've already begun to see some...
The whole truth is going to come out.
No, but we've already begun to see some truth coming out. The hospital, or I mean, I don't know if you could call it a hospital, let's say the clinic or the medical facility that he was taken to, they said that he was brought in dead on arrival. But we do know that one of the young men around him, would I say essentially a groupie, had said that he spoke with him while he was at the clinic and that he talked with him and he took a photo with him. But then this actually contradicts the story from the medical facility that he was brought in dead. Another thing that we do know is that the auxiliary nurse who actually injected him has been repudiated by the Nursing Council of Nigeria, saying that she wasn't registered. Essentially, she was a quack. So we're beginning to see some of these things come to light. And, I think in the coming days, the opinion of the public might change. My question to you, Aziz, additional, Fashola, is this. Are you willing to go back to Nigeria if the Nigerian police wants to question you?
100% and I can guarantee my safety.
Okay.
Yes. There's a lot of hungry mom that don't really want to hear. Not the truth, they've been poisoned by the media, so they can guarantee my safety.
That's a very reasonable request, because I mean, I had people in Nigeria, because of my political views, who were very, very morbidly against me, and I went to Nigeria. I didn't have any security though, but I went to Nigeria, and I was able to, I stayed, I think, about 48 hours in Nigeria. And I left. But then after I left, I saw that a number of some of these people who had political differences with me were saying that if they had found me, they would have snuffed life out of me. So it is very reasonable. So what we're going to say now, this is not a question to you. This is not a question to you, as you don't have to respond to this. Now, we call on the Nigerian police, and I'm going to reach them after this interview.
Yeah.
Hey, wow. Our people, they say, it's scared to go back. Why not? Akim Adigbala, then, it's scared. Who will not be scared? Yola, who will not be scared? Do you know, you heard that when he said doesn't care about followers?
I'm going to reach them after this interview. Can you guarantee the safety of Aziz, additional Fashola? Can you guarantee his safety?
No.
Publicly guarantee his safety so that he can return to Nigeria if needs be to answer questions and to clear his name further. That is to the police.
He looks well with himself.
One final thing before we go. We started from the very end. Let's start from the beginning. How did you meet this young man, Ilirioluwa Oladimeji Aloba? How did you meet him?
I met him online. I met him by seeing his videos online, his freestyles, his songs, or the song when he just used some of my words, or when he just I've just been watching him online, and I sent him a message.
Wow! And who gave him the name Mogad?
I don't know. That's the name I met him with.
Okay, now one last thing. I know I said the last question, but one last thing. Now I'm like Oliver Twist. One last thing. We saw a video by, would I say, a pastor. It's a 70-year-old pastor. Whether it's 69, it's going to be 70. Pastor Tunde Bakare. And he said the reason why Mohbad died was because he was hanging around bad people. What do you say to that?
If I have to start, that's the problem. That's what I mean. Like that's the conversation. I don't know if we want to go into that conversation now, but I personally believe that he was actually stressed as much. He needed help. I believe he's being bullied. I believe he's in whatever. There's people on his neck. There's people all over him that is in danger, but he's just not in danger from us. He's not in danger from me. If he's in danger from me, if anybody's scared of me, you will see nobody's gonna come out on videos doing all of this. I don't belong to any court whatsoever. I moved to Nigeria in like 2019 from England. I don't know what court is. Like I've been getting away from the courts in Nigeria. I've been running away. There's so many times in this Lagos. I've been getting away from it. I'm actually anti-courts. I'm against it because of so many times they've tried
You're making noise with that, please.
Force me in it, but thank God they've never succeeded in doing it. So talking about that, I really think everybody that's acting like they're trying to help, they're not trying to help. I believe that they know a lot of things. People around them know a lot of things. I believe they know a lot of things because if they stop taking the conspiracy, if they stop directing the conspiracy my way, maybe people will see a lot of things. You know, I do understand maybe you're surrounding yourself with a lot of bad people, like a lot of cultists. And I can see from the way people are trying to cover up and the people that are coming up and the people that are sending money from the beginning and with the experience of what has happened around them. And you know, I just hope the police will find out a lot of things, man.
Well, we've been able to clear up a lot of issues, you know, and I really thank you, Aziz Adesina Fashola, for talking to me. And I just want to say this, you know, to the world listening, because we're going to have people from all over the world globally listening. We're going to have a global audience. The Nigerian police and the Nigerian law enforcement have actually been doing an excellent job in unraveling the circumstances that led to death for Oladimeji Aloba. They've had a postmortem. They've had an autopsy done in record time. His body was exhumed. And right now, there's a coroner's inquest. And I urge the world, the global media, to be patient. The Nigerian police, they're going to unravel the circumstances that led to his death. Aziz, thank you for joining us, and God bless you.
Thank you for having us. Thank you very much.
Titi Show said, obviously, Titi Show said, obviously, as Mohbad is a cultist, was a cultist because it's from Ikorodu. I don't know. But, you know, there are some questions that I would have expected Reno to ask. Maybe he asked and we missed that, but I don't know. I don't think we did miss anything there. Part of it was the fact that this guy was being bullied everywhere, and we saw that. Do you understand? He was being bullied everywhere, and we saw that. So, like, this is the second. Let's check out the. I tried to get professional. Okay, he said he tried to get professional help for him.
After he did that video about Naira Marley want to kill him and everything, like, it won't be right for me to make him make a video again to say, oh, something's wrong with him. So I forgave him, like I didn't have no issue with him.
Okay, so we've been able to establish that by the laws of physics, you couldn't have been directly responsible for his death because you are in Europe and you've been in Europe, you know, since September. Throughout September, you've been in Europe, and he died on September 12, 2023. Now, the other question that I want to ask is that we've seen videos where this young man was attacked. Good. And we've seen other videos where he had injuries, you know, on his body. And some people are alleging, and we know, like, they're not alleging with facts, so we have to bring out the facts. Some people are alleging that, you had a hand in sending people to attack
him up.
Now, is there any truth to those stories?
There's no truth whatsoever. Even if you do look at his police statement, it never mentioned like Naira Marley involved or anything. I don't have no issue with him whatsoever. Like, I don't have no issue. I don't want no one to blame. I've never instructed anybody to touch him. I've never touched him. You'll never see a video of me touching him. I've never sent anybody to touch him. That's just lies.
Okay, because I actually investigated that police statement, and then you are right. But then, what about the other man in question? The man who the Elegushi family have now come out to disassociate themselves with, and then the governor of Lagos has also come out to disassociate himself with. Are you connected to him in any way?
We are friends. Like I have a lot of friends, We are friends.
Okay. Now, in your friendship with him, have both of you had encounters together with Mohbad while he was alive? Did you have encounters, both of you, with him?
No, never, ever. Okay. Never, ever. Like I said, not even just me and the person you're talking about is friends. He is friends with so many people also. Like, we are all friends. Everybody know each other.
Okay, that's understandable. I saw that video that you're talking about, and you did say in the video that Ileri Oluwa, otherwise known as Mohbad, he forgot his lyrics while he was singing. He often forgot his account number, and he also forgot his telephone number. Can you throw more light into that?
This is what I've been told by remember I came back. I was out of the country. I came back. And his people were telling me, the people he's surrounding himself with, they're telling me all these things. He forgot his password. And I asked him too. He said he's forgetting things quick. He doesn't know why. So I was just trying to get help for him. That's why I was with his family, his dad and mom. If you can get the full video, I will try to get the full video to you. When his dad and mom's there, you can see them complaining and telling me about the way he's moving, and I'm telling them too, I heard he forgot lyrics and everything. I don't know why that is. This is still the stage when I'm trying to find help or see what was wrong with him. I was so concerned. I was trying to see what was wrong with him.
Well, to his father's credit, because I listened to his father's interview, and I heard the father, he spoke in English, he spoke in Yoruba. I also read his statements. He actually said that he never mentioned you at all. The father never mentioned you. The father said, yes, other people have been saying that, you had a hand in it, but that he basically said that he doesn't believe that you had a hand in it. But my question is this. What help did you, as his friend and then former label boss, because you keep saying that, you try to help him, what professional help did you get for him? Because obviously he's suicidal based on what you're saying and based on some of the things that we've seen. And then in that situation, like if it was me, I would try my best, like maybe to get him to see a shrink or to get him to see a professional. What help did you render?
I did pay for a lot of scans. Like for him to get scanned done, he said that's what he wants to do, get scanned done. I paid for a lot of time. And like I said, he's a little bit paranoid, so
he's a little bit paranoid. It's only God that knows the truth. Like I've said it severally on our show, that at the end of the day, whatever is God's judgment that will prevail, so.
I'm trying to take it easy by finding what's wrong, because remember, he's already made a video to say if anything happened to him, it's not matter. So I'm just trying to find the best help for him. He did scan. I've also spoke about maybe if he goes to if he can travel out to check properly. But then I'm thinking, okay, I don't want him to start running up and down. He needs someone to travel with that he trusts, you know. So, and then him himself, he said it's his mom and dad that will understand what's wrong with him. And then his mom and dad said they want to take him for treatment. They want to take him to go look after him. So,
So you paid for brain scans for him, right? You paid for brain scans for him.
yes.
Okay. And the brain scans they were giving to his mom and dad because he said he wanted his mom and dad to care for him, correct?
No, after he didn't want to go along with the treatment. His mom and dad is the only person that knows what's wrong with him.
Okay.
He said they will be able to help.
Okay. And another thing I want to bring up is I saw a video of a young man. His stage name is DJ Splash. DJ Splash. Now he did a video with a woman called Iyabo Ujo, and in that video he said that he used to live with you, and that he sounded like a bit paranoid. He said that he had overheard you and that you had malevolent intentions towards him and towards Mobile. Now, do you want to respond to that?
Business Splash, number one, he was never signed to Malian Music. Like, he's a DJ. I know him like a DJ. He's never like DJ with me at a show or anything. It's not like he's my DJ. They just gave him the title because I have a picture with him.
But he lives
like as nice I am to everybody. There's a lot of people around that can come and go. When whatever happened to him, it was not at my house. He was far gone from, I don't know where he went. And I don't understand where all this is coming from. Like, DJ Splash, DJ whatever. I don't understand where it's coming from. That's all lies. They're just bringing out people from nowhere to tell lies.
And the woman from London.
So basically, he was a groupie. He wasn't signed to you. He was just a groupie, a hanger-on.
He was never my DJ.
Did he live with you?
He was never signed to Malian Music. He's never worked for Malian Music.
Okay. Now, a lot has been said. Some people have said that this is all about money. And, we have to address that because they said it's all about money. So the way we can put those accusations and allegations and speculations to rest is to ask you, Mobile left your label 2022. When he left your label, he's been making music since then. And the music that he's been making, the copyrights and all of that, they belong to him, not to you, correct?
Yeah.
So the only times that you guys had together was between...
No, sincerely, this is a bit confusing now, You remember DJ Splash? If even the mobile beginning but we remember the other one vividly when the mother said he asked her to release the child for him. Do you understand? So I'm surprised he's saying this.
And the music that he's been making, the copyrights and all of that, they belong to him, not to you, correct?
Yeah.
So the only times that you guys had together was between the time you signed him, which was what year?
2019, my hottest year. I signed him my hottest year, 2019. December.
Okay. December, so 2019 to 2022, you signed him, you recorded him, and then after that he left. So you are not making money from his new music. Those accusations are not true, correct?
I'm not making money from his new music that is dropping outside Malian Music. No, we not stopping his growth. We're not stopping him from dropping music. When he left, he was gone from Malian Music.
Okay, you see, we live in, a time when a lot of our people, especially in Nigeria, can be, they can easily believe stories because we've heard people who have said that our former president, immediate past president, General Muhammadu Buhari, he died and was replaced by...
Yeah, we've heard that one before, so
I don't remember. I don't really want to hear. The truth, they've been poisoned by the media, so...
That's when he said he can't... He wants the government to reassure him,
I had people in that... So, good evening and thank you for joining us. Over the last 2 weeks, there's been a lot of speculation, accusation, allegations around the death of a young Nigerian rapper, Ileri Oluwa Oladimeji Aloba. His death has captivated the world. His face has been splashed on the mega screen at New York's Times Square. And virtually every
media, the new video,
CNN,
which one?
BBC, the New York Times, Washington Post, NME has
tag
written
me,
about
please.
it. And the world has been captivated. What happened to this young man? How did he die? What were the circumstances leading to his death? Now, there's been a lot of speculations, accusations about his death. And they all seem to center around a young man by the name of Aziz Adeshina Fashola. And facts seem to have...
Let me see if you tag me. Let me know.
...with conjecture. And today, I want Nigerians and the whole world to know the truth. And that's why we're interviewing...
Yeah, we're not here. But to that way, I miss it. So that I miss it. I know we've listened. That's all he did. All the questions he asked him.
I had the video again. It's caused there's another time.
Hello, ma. Hey, I go. Hello, ma.
Hello?
Yes, ma.
So, everything is now coming up. What he changed narrative, what he distract. Now he's coming out to grant interview.
After distraction.
All of a sudden, they now have that boldness. In that only we pay attention now when you want to shift DNA. So now they have that boldness to come out. And Reno, whoever is asking question, is not asking the correct question. He's not asking now Naira Marley can lie. But if you don't now there was a video. Tí ó ṣe nígbà tí tó fún wọn ní igbó mi ò sọ pé àwọn ọmọ yẹn ò mú gbó tó ló fún wọn ní igbó fídíò kan wà tí wọ́n tó ṣò tí ìbọn wà lórí tébù.
Àwọn èèyàn sọ pé music wọ́n ní music video ní fídíò yẹn wọ́n ní music video ní pé wà lórí YouTube.
Music video ni but kí ni wọ́n try láti portray.
That is it.
But wọ́n ó mú gbó níbẹ̀ gangan tó lè mú igbó fún. Tó mú igbó fún Mohbad ìyẹn ò ṣe music tí ìbọn yẹn bá jẹ́ music tí drug tó gbé sílẹ̀ ó mú igbó tó fún Mohbad ní igbó gangan ìyẹn ò ṣe music. Then the other one tí wọ́n béèrè nípa DJ Splash he lied ó parọ́ mẹ́pẹ́ òun ò sign ẹ̀ kó ṣe ní ìyá ọmọ yẹn sì wà láyé but wọ́n máa lọ dúnkokò mọ́ ìyá ọmọ yẹn. Ìyá ọmọ yẹn wà láyé ẹnu ọ̀nà géètì ẹ̀ nígbà tó ti bá yí ọmọ yẹn jẹ́ nu ìyá ẹ̀ ti lọ mú nígbà tó yí ọmọ yẹn ti bàjẹ́ tán. So you can see that he is lying. You understand? But all in all, I won't be disappointed and I won't be surprised. See gbogbo investigation tí gbogbo ẹ̀ tó bá favour wọn. But one thing I know ni wípé tí wọn bá dáadáa Ọlọ́run á tún dá. Ẹlẹ́dàá ọmọ yẹn ó máa jà ó lè má jẹ ṣe ó lè má jọdún kan ó lè má jọdún méjì but ẹlẹ́dàá ẹ̀ máa jà táwọn ọgbọ́n máa tí wọn ò ní mọ ibi tí ó ti ń bá àwọn because èèyàn kì í ṣe ìkà èèyàn kì í pààyàn ó fi pé òun lè rin gbogbo òun máa mú jẹ. There are videos tí wọ́n ń ṣe now he is now lying orí ẹ̀ yí ó ń gbàgbé nǹkan kí lẹ́ fún kó tó gbàgbé nǹkan lẹ́nu òbèrè ọ̀rọ̀ NDLA lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. Hello instruct àwọn NDLA kí wọ́n fún yẹn.
Kó wá fọ́ lórí.
Ibi tó ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní memory loss nìyẹn tó ti ní amnesia ni kí ni wọ́n fún. They really did that boy dirty. Ó kúrò ní kí wọ́n ti ń pè èyí tó kúrò lọ́dọ̀ ilẹ̀ pàpà rẹ̀ yìn ẹ̀lẹ́ pàpàpá. Kò sẹ́ni tó tánà kí wo American film. It will be stupid of you kó wà níbi tí wọ́n ti pa náà. It doesn't mean you are out of the country. It doesn't mean you don't know anything about it. And if you are in the country, it doesn't mean you know anything about it. So that's not a prerequisite for you to say, oh, I don't know anything about it because I am 5,000 miles away. You can be 10,000 miles away. Could I want to execute a plan here? It's possible.
Ah,
Oh, this is
cow.
now. Oh, now voice to my own now.
Who
If
de
you
la
done
nule?
something, you don't have to be there physically to kill him.
Now we look to love Bobby.
Shibi interview to Grant is a lie. You can even see that it's not even coherent with Nkotonso. That means he's lying.
Ọlọ́run ọba o. Number one, did you hear when they asked about that? I mean, we are not going to do the full thing tonight. But first and foremost, Timoko Mudani, Obobiri, you're welcome, sis. Number one, it talked about DJ Splash own that the mother. How many of you feel like eating stone on in that interview from your phone? Oh, that I can lose that to my phone. DJ Splash that the mother said she even spoke with you. Oh, the nipe. Oh, you another interviewer in my interview. DJ Splash's mom is alive. You're welcome again. And DJ Splash's mom said, you can see the way he took the question and said, well, it never worked for us. It never worked for Malians. He didn't say whether he lived in that house. Big Batekwe, he sleeps around. That's the way he made it look like. Then secondly, when Sam Larry is he your friend, what relationship do you have with Sam Larry? Only is a friend, just a friend, just like any other friend. What I don't understand is that what is the relationship between Sam Larry and himself? He said that's for Sam Larry to answer. Because he believes they are friends. What if one narrative come? Because Sam Larry in your money. That's what he's going to say at the end of the day. In fact, what he did first was to give us the video. Or release the video here or get to interview. Video to record Omolomo. He recorded that boy in his vulnerable state. Or maybe people said that's not his voice. Do you understand? That's not his voice. I hope I want Yabon follow Casey Dadasha. I hope they are following the trend, the way it's going. Look at
1 hour ago,
voice note. Sherry.
Last time, video where if anything happened to you, Naira Marley
you remember that guy came out that day? Yemi Siba and Jokai with my friend. You remember that guy? Nijoto no know. Okay, and say the video that GLP posted this afternoon that Naira is greeting people. You will see DJ Splash standing beside him like a PA. Try and check. Ma will see. Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Because everybody said debunk, he recorded everything ready to be used. To exonerate himself, Yola, you're right. Because that guy came out and shouted, if I die, if anything happens to me, we saw the video. It's Naira Marley and the Malians. Now, Onikama shake. All activists as lawyers are well defend Mobab. Wow. Now, Naira Marley, that guy came out to say if anything happens to him, they should hold you responsible. Of course, we heard the sister-in-law say he's been battling depression, he's been battling mental health issue. The sister-in-law said it in one of the interviews she gave out. She said he's been battling with depression, mental health issues. They even called her. The last conversation they had was that, you know, Mohbad told the sister-in-law that sick. The sister-in-law said she advised Mohbad and the wife that they should go to Arrow mental home in Abeokuta. And she explained to them that, look, going to Arrow does not mean you are mad. Do you understand? That doesn't mean you are insane. It's just that some people will have issues with whatever, mental health, anything could just forgetfulness, you know, psychological problem or whatever. That doesn't have to be like you are mad. So that she encouraged him to seek for support, you know, in a mental home like Arrow. But that was the only, and then they came back that, yeah, they've been giving medication now, so he's on medication. Now, he's using that now to say this guy has always had issue with his mental health. They asked this guy, okay, so he did this video to counter that video that, look, if anything happens to me, it's Naira Marley and the Malians. So he now did a recorded video speaking to that poor guy. You know, he was still under his tutelage. He was still under his record. So he has no choice than to accept whatever, you know, that boy was still calling him boss. Let's listen.
But 1 hour ago, and she surrounded
when he check Jesus, it might be no ejo. Hey, oh girl, in fact, case it she can make you suwabi. But if I check Oluwa la she, sorry. Just love for me. Just love that post Google. So really, this is the conversation between the two of them.
I need to look after you. I told you already. You shouldn't be stressed. Be free. Do what you want to do. Say what you want to say. Say it. If you say say it. Be free. You wouldn't feel like. I know you said you feel like nobody likes you, Abi. But
you can imagine it's saying, you know that you told me that nobody likes you, eh? You know? You can tell Wumi to go home if you don't want Wumi around you, if you don't want your daddy to come and visit you. You understand? Check what it is say our family, right? But he has always been having problem with the family. That is the same Wumi. Tí wọ́n ní kẹ́ lọ ṣe DNA fún o. Ṣé ti rí tó ń lọ o. Ṣé wá ṣe ń gbé lọ o.
Just looking after you. I need to look after you. I told you already. You shouldn't be stressed. Be free. Do what you want to do and say what you want to say. Say it. If you say Wumi, that say it. Be free. You wouldn't feel like. I know you said you feel like nobody likes you, Abi. Nobody. If you can't feel like, if you feel like nobody likes you, it's not a reason for you to kill yourself. Do you get? Because they're not showing it that they don't like you. Because then who are there won't like is here. You walk off feel better, you know, trust it. It's something in the back of your mind that you erase.
Sincerely.
Yeah, I'm trying to erase you. I'm trying to be blessed. I'm trying to share move along. But you're locking yourself, man.
But this is the narrative they have brought us to back to. That's why he's coming out now to talk. This is a pre-planned thing. I've said it. That was why Kemi told us that we should not worry. By the time Naira Marley comes out now, we will know the truth. Because they have made it understand that Ashishere for releasing this conversation. Abeli, what pari iṣẹ́. Let's even assume it's Mohbad's voice. This is a pre-planned thing. Totishe. Ó dẹ̀ lè má jẹ́ voice ọmọ yẹn lóòótọ́. Kò yẹ pé bóyá ẹlòmíì ló pè because face ẹ̀. And then the narrative they want us to understand is the fact that he's been having problem with Wunmi. He's been having problem with his father. He's been having problem with his mother. He's been having problem with all his family. No way. Okay. Imagine I'm a bolo. Auntie Kemi ton lo chidile to be Auntie Kemi stop. If not in Auntie Kemi kwa. I can't see why we love flag in. Nobody fought to it. Now we know what they are doing now. Saying no one likes you now is not enough reason for you to want to kill yourself. So what if he has been established? He made us understand that he's been having problem with his family members. So that is why they are asking us to go and do DNA. Because that DNA thing came from nowhere, from Black Dick. Nowhere. He didn't have to ask for it. So for Black Dick to have asked for it, because of the fact that what he planned, they will say he's been having problem with Wunmi and others. Because no one likes him. He has been complaining to his boss. We picking him more hate me. And remember, hey, only Black Dick. Or the Black Dick, because they are working together. If you see the full video, you remember he told Reno he told him that I have the full video. I will send you the full video. Full video, Black Dick. Full Black Dick. He told Reno that I will send you the full video of when his mother and his dad came to my house. The same video he gave to Black Dick. Because the video we've been seeing out all along is a very short one where we saw Mohbad's dad standing and he was talking to Naira Marley. And Naira Marley we just believed Naira Marley was lying down. It was the full video Black Dick played to us. But look, who gave the Black Dick that video? If he's not been working with him. He's been working with him. Ali Yinyola, to be honest, you said, to be honest, Mohbad's hand is not clean either. We're not saying his hands were clean. Do you understand? He got himself into wrong hands. Okay, let's assume Mohbad's own wasn't good. What about DJ Splash? What about the woman that called from London? What about others? Okay, look at that Zeno with him. The same Zeno. Does that Zeno look like somebody who is well kept? Does that Zeno look like somebody who is okay? Because that boy said they've been feeding them with weeds. Look, you people, be ready. I am telling you, Black Dick and Auntie Kem are working for these people. Period. Black Dick and Kem are working for them. Because they are the one that changed the old narrative and the same way. No, Babo. The same way. That was why Black Dick was telling us, look outside the box. Look outside the box. Who are the 3 guys with him? The 3 guys are still in his house. They are still living together with him. In Mohbad's home because they are friends. And the police have been interrogating them right from when the problem started. So they wanted to shift that one right from the onset. Black Dick came out and he was giving narrative. Okay, look beyond. No, look outside the box. Now, we know you're saying it's 2 of them because we're seeing videos. Because immediately this guy died, we saw videos out there. Videos that were kept because of the fact that that guy was under threat, according to the in-laws. They kept all those videos. But when he died, what else can we lose? They released everything. And people now saw how that guy had suffered in the hands of this group of people. Now, for us not to start waiting and be saying, we are waiting for Naira Marley, and because everybody now started saying, oh, Naira Marley, you are finished. What's her name? Oh, follow it. What's his name? Sam Larry, you are finished. So you have been the one beating this boy up and down. So all sympathy went straight to the poor guy that died and his family. Because we saw that even the father, that was the small video clip we saw, where they went to meet Naira Marley. And in that thing, we saw where he was saying he forgets things, I'm worried about him too. That was the clip we saw. And we were like, oh, poor family. So they really, really suffered in the hands of the Malians. Immediately, they felt, guys, time to walk. Call Dick, Big Dick, take money. Now you go start this job online. They don't unfollow us. So yeah, stand up. Black Big Dick came out, and he was the first person that started with, yes, we are dealing with these people. Yeah, they killed this. We have to fight. But guys, look outside the box. Who are those 3 guys with this guy? Where were they coming from? Every day, he comes out with things for us to distract us from the main thing. Like yesterday, he was showing us that we should look at one of the guys that was speaking, that had Mohbad, carried Mohbad. That his face was swollen. One of the eye was swollen. So definitely, it was it. Maybe they were fighting. They came from somewhere. So they've been giving us instances of things that we should look into and forget about those ones that were established to have been the one that he really had problems with. Like, I'm not saying he didn't have his own ways. Like the sister-in-law said, he's been battling mental health issue. Which, of course, we know must have been as a result of substance misuse. If you don't know. Now, because once I go free, can't follow me. Substance misuse will push anybody into it. Of course, they don't because it shows that he was paid. If you see the way Reno was even asking that question, he was asking it as if, let's just give them something. We'll start from there. Because, Black Big Dick has been working so much that people are now, attacking him back with Kem. That Kem who just finished everything. That one, in life, self, no can hold anything. The same thing he recorded about the family problem he's been having. Yeah, but you don't have to kill yourself, because the family hates you. You think they hate you? You think they hate you? You think they hate you? I know the family, you're having problem with your family, you know. If you don't want them to come here again, you can tell them what it is somewhere be already. The same way, see what it is, see Wunmi, Tofini ko lo she DNA test. So are we getting there now? Look, I don't know how them Yabo are going to do it. Anyway, is this guy that is going to stand for them. Akim Agbala and others have been investigating, and police will be requesting the phones. The very dark dick. I know. The very dark dick. Yeah, the very big dark dick. That's his name, Auntie Dele. I know you like him. I don't hate him. But the truth be told, you know, they are trying to change the narratives. That is the truth. They are trying to change the narratives. Because this is not, we were supposed to be looking straight into, of course they are going to interview, the police are not daft now. But they shifted our thoughts and everything straight to what they wanted us to believe, because that was what he was coming to say out there. NTV now, what you were planned. Mohbad phone, of course. When we start saying some things, it's funny. His phone will have been taken from him. That's the truth. I want to buy phone lower yawo. And even they will have checked all his iCloud. And conversation between himself, others on phone. One of the providers. So honestly, it's cheap, because at the end of the day, now you can't be lying like this. People are not daft. If you have sent me link, I might not pick the link. Hello, ma.
Sorry, my sister.
Yes, ma. Go ahead, ma.
Oh, girl.
Oh, God, did you?
It's just oh, God. Àwọn alágbára ayé. Ọlọ́run kó pa àwọn alágbára ayé ní sùúrù. Ọlọ́run kó ṣàánú wa, kó má jẹ́ káwọn ọmọ wa ṣẹ̀rìn.
Àmín Jésù.
Whatever mental health problem tí Mohbad ò bá ní, which tí mo put question marks ní, came from the Malians. Kò ní mental health problem kó tó lọ bá wọn. Because I don't think he was exposed to drugs then. Inú ibẹ̀ ni wọ́n ti ń fún wọn ní drug wọn.
Gbọ́ tó ní ọ̀dọ̀ ńkọ́ ló ti ń jẹ́ Mohbad, ló ti mú Mohbad wá láti ilé.
Yes, ó ti ń jẹ́ Mohbad.
Okay.
Ọmọ yẹn dẹ̀ explain Mohbad yẹn. Mohbad is not bad. Kò yẹ yín, because ìgbà tí childhood friend ẹ̀ tó ṣe
mo gbọ́ tí yẹn sọ.
So ìjọ tó máa ń jó stunts tó máa ń ṣe yẹn ni wọ́n ti sọ pé ó bad o. I understand.
Ó yé mi mọ̀.
Even àwọn ọmọ ìlú yìí.
Wọ́n máa ń sọ.
Tọ́ba fẹ́ sọ pé ọ̀nà ìsọmọdé that's wicked.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, okay. Yes ma, ó yé mi mọ̀.
So childhood friend ẹ̀ sọ pé ìgbà tó wá sọ pé Mohbad mi yẹn sọ pé irú orúkọ wo nìyẹn, ó ní àpé òun tiẹ̀ ti change ẹ̀. Pé kò ṣe pé bad pé òun change ẹ̀ sí more bright and destiny. Bọ̀bọ̀ ẹ̀ wá ní pé okay ìyẹn lòún ṣe fi sílẹ̀. But padà lọ pọ́ interview childhood friend.
Mo gbọ́ ma.
But he wasn't. Even God, that guy said he was a good guy. He wasn't the only one who Chicago.
Ti mọ̀ náà rí gbogbo àwọn fọ́tò tó yà ní kékeré tó wà pẹ̀lú aṣọ ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì lẹ máa rí láre.
So ìgbà tó dé ọ̀dọ̀ Marley. Àwọn èèyàn, people don't know what it means pé wọ́n groom èèyàn.
Well, that's we have told them about grooming.
Yes,
I don't know.
He groomed them. Now, kò lè kúrò ńbẹ̀ for 3 years. Either ó fẹ́ ó kọ̀. He has to endure. Tẹ́ bá gbọ́ nǹkan tí DJ Splash sọ pẹ̀lú màmá ẹ̀ tó sọ pé kí màmá òun má jẹun. The same thing náà ni màmá Mohbad sọ wípé tóun bá lọ sí.
A ní kóun má jẹun o.
A ní kóun má jẹun because wọ́n lè sí oúnjẹ wọn. It's not even only weed nìkan.
Kábíyèsí o.
They experiment with different kinds of drugs for these people, for this boy. Wọ́n lè ti sọ fún ọ pé tó o bá mú òun. A ní nínú fídíò àti ẹni tó hand over igbó fún now. You understand? So bá ní mental health, tó bá ní problem níbẹ̀ yẹn, he
is a contributor.
was the genesis of that mental health problem. Wọ́n tún wá bá fi ọba lé nígbà tí ọmọ yẹn dé gbogbo nǹkan tó dẹ̀ ń ṣe. Mo ti ní àti on the 12 yìí kò tí ì sọ ní ọmọ yẹn tí mi ò tí gbọ́. Gbogbo lyrics yẹn. Most people don't even know wípé ìgbà tọ́mọ yẹn ń jàjà láti kúrò bẹ́ẹ̀. That guy before he died stopped smoking. Because he said it in his music.
Sure.
I've stopped taking ganja. Hallelujah. He said it in the video because you go aṣọ white.
Mo rí yẹn. Mo gbọ́ lyrics yẹn, mo gbọ́.
He said it. Ìgbà tó mú tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní mo gbọ́, ó ní ọmọ ó lóun ti ń jẹ banku.
Ó ní ọmọ pastor tí ń jẹ banku. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. Ó sọ bẹ́ẹ̀.
Why would I not believe him? Nígbà tó sọ pé òun ti stop láti máa mu ganja. I believed him.
Olọ́mọ pastor ti wọnú ayé, ó ti mu banku.
Ọmọ pastor wọnú ayé tó mu tó ń jẹ banku, òun fúnra rẹ̀ ló sọ. Ìgbà tó dẹ̀ stop láti máa jẹ́, ó fúnra rẹ̀ náà ló sọ. But the point is nígbà tí ọmọ yìí tó sọ pé òun ò ṣe mọ́. Kí ló dé tí wọ́n fi lọ́rùn sí?
Wọ́n lù kiri.
Tí wọ́n lù kiri, tí wọ́n force. Ṣé whatever tí Marley ò bá ṣe is just trying to do damage control. It's just damage control. Whatever problem, any psychological problem, any emotional problem, tí ọmọ yẹn ní started from ọ̀dọ̀ Naira Marley. Ọ̀nà wa pé kiri kan ẹnìkan dé látọjú ogun ó lóun pa adìẹ mẹ́wàá. Wọ́n ní títí ilé òbá títógun òbá ṣojú ẹ̀ tí ilé ń kọ́. Ṣebí Mohbad ti kú DJ Splash aṣáàrí nígbà tí ọmọ yẹn tó ṣì wà láyé ọmọ ọlọ́mọ ṣì wà láyé.
Ọmọ tí ò lọ ìlú òyìnbó rí DJ Splash dẹ̀ sọ ogana àti ẹ̀gbọ́n tó ń wí kábíyèsí Ọlọ́run o.
Ẹ wo bó ṣe tún ọmọ yẹn dá mọ́ ìyá ẹ̀ lọ́wọ́. Okay, ẹ jẹ́ ká fìyẹn sílẹ̀. Màmá tó pè láti bíbá ní Old Kent Road. Tó bá yí ọmọ ẹ̀ náà jẹ́ ńkọ́.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mà 13 years tọmọ yẹn ti wà nílé tó ti di mẹ́ta.
Tó bá jẹ́ pé ọmọ àwọn ló bọ́ sọ́wọ́ ọmọ Naira Marley ṣé nǹkan táwọn ń sọ
á dà fún yín.
Mi ò mọ Mohbad rí, mi ò mọ family ẹ̀ rí. But I'm just thinking ọlọ́run máa tó bá jẹ́ pé bí irú ọmọ èèyàn ló bọ́ sọ́wọ́ Naira Marley. Àwọn tó ń take negative shape position tí wọ́n take yẹn òun ni wọ́n máa take. Ó jẹ́ kí àwọn èèyàn kan máa wò kọ́kọ́ dẹ̀ máa bẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run. Kò sẹ́ni tó sọ pé òun ló physically wá pa, but more than 60% that led to that boy's death comes from Naira Marley. It comes from him. Ẹ ṣé mà.
Ẹ ṣé gan mà. Ṣé rí narrative tó fẹ́ ká rí gungun òun náà ti gbé fún wa sílẹ̀ yẹn. Wọ́n ti tò ó lẹ̀. Ẹ wò okay àwọn méjèèjì nìyẹn gbọ́n mi ẹ ká lẹ́ mọ́ mi ẹ káàbọ̀ mà. Yes sir.
Rárá èmi ò rò pé narrative nìyẹn o mi ò rò pé narrative kankan nìyẹn.
Okay.
Báyìí ò ṣáà ṣe ìgbẹnusọ fọlọ́pàá òun ṣe CID.
No òun kọ́ ni mò ń sọ àní narrative tó ti fún wa tẹ́lẹ̀ tó ti fẹ́ ká believe ìyẹn ni mò ń sọ.
Má ro ti wọn rárá o ó kàn lọ pé bí àǹtí Kẹ́mi Sísí Kẹ́mi yín ni máa yẹn náà ṣe torí wọ́n ti rí pé oníkàbàkàbà ní Kẹ́mi náà ṣe gbéṣẹ́ fún torí ó máa bọ̀rọ̀ jẹ́
ó máa bọ̀rọ̀ jẹ́ á dá fún
yín. Ẹ máa rí ọ̀rọ̀ ń bá ṣẹlẹ̀ àwọn CID àbí detective wọ́n wà Nàìjíríà tí ó yẹ DJ Flag gbogbo ọ̀nà tí wọ́n máa wú jáde the best thing ni pé kó lọ sí Nàìjíríà gbogbo ètò ìṣe yẹn yẹ̀yẹ́ ni the best thing ni pé kán gbé lọ sí Nàìjíríà ó dẹ̀ yìí máa jẹ́jọ́ Nàìjíríà ẹ má dára yín láàmú anyway àwọn tó máa bloggers lè máa sọ oríṣiríṣi content bọ̀tọ̀ eléyìí ò lọ́rọ̀ ó kàn ní kẹ́ ẹ mọ̀ pé òun ó fi akọgbé ní ó fi tìjú ṣàkóso.
I'm telling you spin doctors.
Nothing kò sí nǹkan tó sọ tó make sense náà.
At all.
Tọ́wọ́ ọlọ́pàá bá tẹ̀ ẹ́ táwọn ṣẹ́ẹ̀dì bá tẹ̀ kò ní gbàgbé ayé rẹ̀ ẹ má wọrí ẹ má dààmú ọ̀rọ̀ yìí ń lọ wọn ò lè bọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn jẹ́. Detective tó dá wà Nàìjíríà wọ́n wà ń bẹ̀ wọ́n máa tú gbogbo ẹ̀ jáde ni ṣé DJ Flash ó dìdàkudà bó ṣe dà yẹn ni abẹ́rẹ́ ọmọ tó lẹ́nu lára tó di pé òun náà sọ gánà tó ń sọ.
gánà ọmọ tí ò dé ìlú òyìnbó rí.
nínú fídíò kan àwọn boys yẹn wà àwọn tó ń groom wọ́n wà lẹ́yìn ẹ̀ ok mo rí boy kan báyìí tó ṣe narrative ẹ̀ àwọn yẹn wọ́n wà lẹ́yìn ẹ̀ so tó bá máa jáde a máa kó wọn jáde.
àwọn náà máa ń lọ tajà.
àwọn náà máa ṣe gang wọ́n máa ṣe guy Then there's another documentary containing
Wumi Ahava, you are right, ma.
Nítorí ó group gbogbo àwọn ọmọ Nàìjíríà ni àwọn náà fẹ́ ṣe ṣọmọ olúkálukú náà fẹ́ ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ àwọn Amẹ́ríkà ṣe ń ṣe. So ó lọ sí school káàkiri obìnrin yẹn kọ́kọ́ débẹ̀.
Okay, I will.
Ó fẹ́ ṣe kinní kan inú wọn ń dùn kíni Naira Marley wọn kì í wọ pátá obìnrin òun wọ bra. Ó fẹ́ máa ṣe nìyẹn. Obìnrin yẹn ó béèrè question mo ní kíní yẹn lọ́wọ́ ó béèrè question.
Okay, this school tó fi lọ sí school tó ń lọ sí school àwọn ọmọ mo gbọ́.
Báwo náà ní àbúrò tó yẹ pé ìbejì ni wọ́n lu ẹ̀wọ̀n fọ́dún mẹ́wàá.
Kábíyèsí o.
Bí orú ẹni tí ò ní wọ pátá tí ò ní wọ bra tó máa ṣe bí wèrè kiri gbogbo wọn wá ṣẹpẹ́.
Okay, I will.
Ọ̀rọ̀ yìí máa jáde ó ti gún àwọn ọmọ wa tí gbogbo wa dáàdẹ̀ fojú táwọn èèyàn tó fojú sílẹ̀ tó gbogbo ẹ̀ ló máa jẹ́ sìn.
All right, ma.
Ó dẹ̀ láwọn èèyàn ní NDL yẹn tó fi fún ọmọ yẹn lómi ó ní wọ́n bẹ̀ ó láwọn èèyàn bẹ̀ tó máa sọ fún wọn tó máa fún wọn lówó pé báyìí ni kẹ́ ṣe báyìí ni kẹ́ má ṣe. So àṣírí máa tú ẹ má wọrí àṣírí yẹn máa tú ọ̀rọ̀ ikú ọmọ yìí ó fà á kí gbogbo àṣírí jáde ni ẹ máa rí many things. Bẹ́ẹ̀ tí ìgbọ́ rí táà gbọ́ sìn ẹ máa rí. Ẹ ṣe ó dàárọ̀.
Èèyàn kan sẹ́ẹ̀dì kankan wọ́n ní ká gbọ́ nǹkan wọ́n ní ká gbọ́ nǹkan kan ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́. Èèyàn kan sẹ́ẹ̀dì kankan sí wa.
Former country, Nigeria. Previous expositions we made about the death of the young musician Mr. Mobad, well, it is quite unfortunate that the people find it difficult to believe the expositions of the anonymous after the last elections. May we remind you that we gave you all the accurate informations which you should have worked with, especially when the ICC was being bribed by Mr. Ahmed TV. We gave you location where he hosted the ICC. We had asked you all to storm the location and avert the impending disaster, but unfortunately you all ignored. It baffles us how it is the fault of the anonymous that the ICC got bribed under your watch. That being said, we shall not stop with the work which we've been doing. We shall continue to expose all within our reach. It doesn't matter if you believe the anonymous or not. The Mobad case is a complicated one, but remember, nothing is complicated with the anonymous. It would interest you to know a lot of money was spent in organizing a show which helped in eliminating the said Mobad. The man Pascal used the show as a bait to lure the victim, as that was a tactical strategy masterminded to take out the victim. Like we had earlier exposed, this crime was committed by 4 people, Mr. David, Mr. Pascal, Mr. Sampson, and Mr. Fashola Aziz. The victim Mobad had a conversation between Mr. Fashola and Mr. David, and that meant his life has to end. A lot of people was brought into the picture as plans to eliminate Mobad were made. Mobad was first poisoned before he was injected with a midazolam injection. It might interest you to know that he was forced to take this poison, and even a physical combat occurred. They had an intense fight with Mobad, but they eventually outnumbered Mobad, and that meant his death intention would be manifested. The poison was forced into his mouth, after which the injections was administered. After the injections, plans was made to immediately bury the young man, his father, who already know the plans was called. The work is done, and now he has to be buried. Do not forget, he was still alive.
Anyway, I don't know where this is coming from, so I don't know how credible this is, so I'm not going to talk about it. I don't know how credible it is. You remember they are investigating it, but what he said is that it was poisoned, and it was given injection. Of course, we know that there's an injection now, and they are working on that. The auxiliary nurse has been arrested, and the police is doing their own investigation. So I'm not going to talk about it because I don't know how credible this is. Do you understand? So that we don't just go and get ourselves into what we don't know. So I don't know. So now let's see this. This is Ewo. Otoni, I don't know. Look at him. Ewo. I will show you on this other one. Not credible. No, I wouldn't. Look at how fine that boy is. All of them. I'm coming to show you the other side. Ewo. Look at, that's the boy that he said he doesn't know. Look at all of them. You will see him behind. Look at all of them. You can put red light, because you can light. Look at them in his house. That's late Mohbad when he was, I think when he got there first. Look at it. Shetiri. Gbogbo wọn nìyẹn. Shetiri. Gbogbo wọn yẹn ṣe young to fresh in be koti. What is like by year? Woman, look at that. That's DJ's flash. Yo. See how handsome that boy was. And this same man said he wasn't living with him. Did you see? Look at it. DJ splash. DJ splash. Kábíyèsí Ọlọ́run. Ọlọ́run ọba jọ̀ọ́. Ọlọ́run gbogbo ẹni táwọn ọmọ bá ń rí báyìí kọ́ lọ́ọ́ bá yọ wọn kúrò nínú eléyìí o. Kábíyèsí Ọlọ́run. Ẹ wo bó ṣe bá yí ọmọ ọlọ́mọ jẹ́. Mohbad gone ó ti kú. Àmọ́ èyí tó wà lẹ́yìn yẹn. Èyí tó wà láyé ó dàbí àwọn tí ó sì láyé mọ́. Ẹ wo DJ splash. Ọmọ náà máa fine o. Kábíyèsí. Ẹ wo ọmọ yẹn bó ṣe fine. Ẹ wo. Hey, it is well. It is well. That is DJ Splash that we have seen now. Do you understand? That's DJ Splash. But I want to really believe that the police are going to do their own investigation. They will conclude on something. This was, you remember when Timothy died? And we were all on it. We never kept quiet. And that was why we were able to get the justice that we deserved. If we don't keep quiet on this case, I'm sure we'll get somewhere. I'm sure we'll get somewhere. I'm sure black man will have come out to say something. Una tu dúró bí ọmọ ọ̀dọ̀. Jẹ́ kí n bù yẹn. Not sure. Okay. Are you saying this one? If I play only new. See this one. Okay, all of them behind him. I will show you people too on the other side. Look at them. Okay, to think one fi. Look at all the young boys following him about. That's him there with glasses. So that bones in. Look at. Look at. Did you see them? Do you see them? Let me show you here. Look at them. That's Naira Marley with cap Tolunye. And all the young boys following him up and down. Look at him. Did you see them? See? The Don himself. Yes, Alagbara. Alagbara, ye. So even with the autopsy, wherever, yes, the autopsy result before we can know which direction to face is true. Let's see the autopsy results so that we know where to start our agitation from. But for now, we can't say yes. Let's read the interviewers. Honey, did you have a hand in the death of Mohbad, directly or indirectly? No be me kill him. No be me kill him. His movie is interesting. You all should look closely. This video they recorded and the recorded voice note looked alike. His swollen face and all. Check well, Nigerians. As water don't pass Gary for dark man matter. You don't want to live and go meet Reno or Mockery. Anywhere belle face. In case you need more PR, Naira Marley, you never reach that the free side though. No forget Twitter influencers too. Those ones go walk past Kemi. Dark man and Reno. If money remain bench, FFK size too. You know yeah. GLB. FFK itself, they deal. I've been at Dino Melaye. Join Facebook crackers people self. Join Facebook fracas people too. Pay them. I did ask for honor. So far, I am for the truth. You will all crumble. You all will fall on top of this matter. Kinilo Soro. That's what's his name? GLB, because, you know, it's obvious that it is a paid advert. So he's saying that whatever, if he likes, let him go and join the Facebook Faka people, give them money, is even how to mess FFK anywhere below fees, you know. So this is we are waiting, Sha. Do you understand? We are waiting. We are waiting. Where's Tom? Where's Tom? So thank you very much. Let us pray for the family. We now see why they are asking for DNA tests, because they have said the problem is between Sam Larry and Wumi. What is shift? We're not seeing where all these questions, the big black, big dark thing, where all the questions were coming from, and where Auntie Kemi got her own narrative from, because, you know, so definitely wait, so that I know ni because we are waiting. We are waiting. It is well. I want to do so. Yeah, that's fine. Let's call it a day for tonight, because definitely we know where they are going now. So too much goodness for one person. This life self, because he has said that Mohbad was already a cultist. Do you know when they were asking him, when Reno was asking him about cultism, he said no, that cultism, that he was never a cultist. He has forgotten that he himself, about 2-3 years ago, when he was interviewed, you know, he had one big show. He had what do you call that? That he brings people in, and he came with one guy to Peckham, and he was showing Peckham. He was showing the guy, the press guy, how Peckham was, you know, when he grew up, where he grew up, and he was talking about it. And that person said, that the interviewer asked, I said, were you a gangster? And he said, no, I'm still a gangster. And that was when he blew in Nigeria, when he built his empire, the Malian Empire in Nigeria. So let's just wait and see. But he's telling Reno today that he's not a cultist, that even though the cultists have been calling him, he didn't answer. A lot of things are going to be unraveled. Amari nkonkon ni Nigeria. Amari àwọn nkonkon ni Nigeria. Maybe God has used this guy. Has used this guy to expose a lot of people that we thought are good. Do you understand? So maybe, we don't know. Maybe there are some that we think they are bad, and those ones are the good ones, and the bad ones are the bad ones are the ones that we think they are bad are the good ones, and the ones that we think they are good are the bad ones. So a lot of secrets. But there is another thing he said. He said it's only the family that can tell the truth. Well, let's wait and see. Thank you, everybody. Yeah. Ali Yinyola, you remember, he told the interviewer all those things. He told them how they used to do in Peckham and all that. So for now, it's changing the narrative now that, you know, until we are the Viekpe deal. Go my show. Yemi Ogundiyan said, Naira Marley would have been a promising child too if he didn't go into drug use. A lot of children's destinies have been destroyed by this. Honestly, Entokon I'll keep saying that. Entokon going into substance misuse destroys the lives of children. It does destroy their lives totally. May God Almighty see all our children through. Auntie Mia baby, oh terrible. Reno Omokirete interview. Yo man, what's late? You are late. You can watch from the beginning. You know, this guy Reno has interviewed Naira Marley. Naira Marley has said he doesn't have any hand in the killing, whether directly or indirectly. He said that he's not a cultist, so he doesn't know where all the cultism thing is coming from. That, you know, and he never taught any of them drugs. That he doesn't know where they got all that from. So, and it's not owing him that his royalty and everything has been sorted since he left them. They asked him about DJ Splash, and he said DJ Splash never lived with him. You know, he never signed him to the Malians record, but he didn't say whether he lived with them. He even tactically said he didn't live with them. And this is the same DJ Splash we have seen with him in different videos when he was okay, you know. So he's saying that he doesn't know where all these children get their thing that they use. And he even said that, he's not a cultist too, but he knows that late Mohbad was into cultism. And all the people giving money now are those ones. Do you understand where they are going? Yes. So I just hope we'll get to the root of the matter. It's going to be a long thing. I hope that as we spectators, they won't close the curtain when it's getting to the main. You get what I mean? And they settle it behind. You get what I mean? And they just close the curtain. Boom. Good night, everybody. I love you. Have a wonderful night. Bye.